You're constantly running, aren't you? Chasing perfection, trying to control every detail. Convinced that if you just get it right, everything will finally fall into place. But here's the truth. Perfection isn't the answer. Fact, it's the very thing holding you back from living your best life. You can keep pushing for flawless moments, or you can learn to stop, breathe, and be here, right now. This isn't about quitting or giving up. It isn't about quitting or giving up. It's about waking up to the power of the present moment. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have a game-changing tool to free yourself from the perfection trap and start living fully today. If you're serious about your personal health, whether you want to stop suffering, get clear guidance on how to stop overthinking, or to be more present in life, now's the perfect time to subscribe to our channel. Like this video if you're ready to grow further as a person. Now, let's continue. Your mindset shapes how you interact with the world around you. It's easy to get caught up in labels or titles, but true growth comes when we shift our focus from self-definition to self-definition to self-awareness. Recognizing the influence your thoughts and actions have on others, even those you may never meet, is a powerful way to lead by example. As Eckhart Tolle writes in The Power of Now, the past has no power over the present moment. When we release the weight of past expectations or future anxieties, we open ourselves to the possibility of truly connecting in the now. And as we embrace this understanding, it becomes clear that you don't need to adopt a specific role or identity to make an impact. Whether you're a therapist, teacher, or simply someone living with intention, your ability to connect and be present is what truly matters. Start by tuning into the now, and you'll find that you're already teaching and leading by simply being authentic in each moment. Your mental attitude determines how you engage with other people and the environment. However, I wouldn't recommend viewing yourself as a heavenly instructor. Realizing that your thoughts have an effect on your environment is a great way to start teaching others the basics. Because of the inherent interconnectedness of all human consciousness, it has an impact on individuals you will never meet. As Eckhart Tolle emphasizes, whatever you think the world is withholding from you, you are withholding from the world. This quote reminds us that being present isn't just about what we experience. It's about the energy and presence we offer to the world. By grounding ourselves in the present, we begin to influence others in subtle, profound ways that ripple out far beyond what we can see. A more profound way to teach is to invite pupils to come to you with their own inquiries. Given your line of work, as educators, psychotherapists, massage therapists, etc., it's likely that many of you are already there. Many of you have served as spiritual guides for many years without even realizing it. Some of you may decide to become ordained ministers or spiritual leaders if you haven't already. The fact that it doesn't matter if you're a spiritual leader or teacher is irrelevant if you're having a good time. As Tolle puts it in A New Earth, you are here to enable the divine purpose of the universe to unfold. That is how important you are. It doesn't matter whether you're formally teaching or simply being. By being present and aligned with your purpose, you contribute to the unfolding of life itself. Incorporating this awareness into your being and living it out in all areas is your fundamental objective. No need to hold on to the idea that I need to change my life situation in order to be present. Staying in the present moment is crucial, regardless of how insignificant or unpleasant the work at hand may seem. Focus on the small things you can control instead of sitting around and expecting for huge things to happen, even if that's what you'd rather be doing. When we embrace the present moment, we find that we are already equipped with everything we need. Tolle advises, realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have. Make the now the primary focus of your life. Lots of people live their lives anticipating the big break, as if it were some kind of mystical occurrence. Whether it comes or not is of little consequence. The big break is just another theoretical concept with limited real-world relevance. I've had the big break, please explain. Whenever I am anywhere, all I do is sit down, converse, and then move on. Everyday life is a masterpiece. This single second, in which I am sitting, speaking, standing, talking, lying down, breathing, and eating, is all there is. Just a few things are involved. When I have to speak in front of a crowd of 2,000 or 3,000 people, I simply get in my car, sit down, and take it all in. Simplicity is all that exists right now. Your mind is making all this big talk happen. Following that, I gradually ascend to the stage. Step by step, just keep going forward. Oh, there are all these people, you say before settling down to sit. Even when an idea does occur to you, it remains undeveloped until your imagination crafts a narrative to encapsulate it. Embracing the present moment, rather than fixating on what one hopes for, is the key to finding inner peace and fulfillment in a world where perfection is continuously demanded. The pursuit of perfection is a never-ending loop that traps us in an endless circle of failure. In order to enjoy life to the fullest, we must release the ideal that we must be flawless. True development takes place in the here and now, free from comparison and judgment. This doesn't imply we cease trying to get better. It just means we're going to be more process-oriented rather than outcome-oriented. Tolle reminds us you do not need to seek fulfillment, but rather to recognize that you are already complete. The moment we stop chasing perfection and start accepting ourselves as we are, we find that the space between us and happiness is already closed. Seeking out the ideal home, ideal work, or ideal relationship can seem like a good way to guarantee happiness. But the thing that might truly make us happy is being in our own company. And when we do this all the time, we run the risk of losing sight of what truly makes us happy. The key to fully appreciating the splendor and plenty of the here and now is to release the need for perfection. Every encounter, every breath is a chance to live life to the fullest. Living fully is revealed in the mundane acts of just being. As Tolle so elegantly says, the primary cause of unhappiness is never the situation, but your thoughts about it. Being fully present does not imply letting oneself be swept away by carefree thoughts or feelings. Being present involves giving your undivided attention to every moment of your life, no matter how difficult or ordinary it may be. In the here and now, neither our failures nor our fears of the future have the power to define us. We merely exist, conscious and living. By being self-aware, we are able to make decisions that are true to our values and principles, rather than driven by insecurity or the need to please other people. Being fully present allows us to trust in our own abilities and in life's natural progression, as we come to terms with the fact that we already possess all that we need. Tolle explains, you are not your mind. The mind is a wonderful tool, but it must be used properly. When you don't identify with the mind, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering. Being present isn't about disconnecting from the world or avoiding challenges. It's about engaging with life as it is without imposing expectations, judgments, or fantasies on it. It's about trusting that the now is enough, and through that trust, unlocking a deeper sense of peace and fulfillment. When you can show up to life without demanding it be perfect, you find yourself arriving at a place of freedom and authenticity. You begin to experience the richness of your life, not because of what you achieve, but because of who you are when you simply let go and embrace the present moment. Dealing with such matters might be challenging. Wow, you're doing that, was the reaction I got after my big Oprah project a few years ago. My immediate destination upon touching down here in Chicago was the Oprah Winfrey Studios. No one was able to resist tuning in to this enormous internet event, the webinar with Oprah. It was amazing, but you had to pay close attention so you wouldn't daydream. Without it, a huge structure of ideas would form that makes you uneasy. After some time, you start to believe these assertions. Maintaining a focus on the present moment is essential for drawing upon your inner strength throughout challenging situations. Stay rooted in the here and now. There are little moments in the present moment. You hug Oprah. The idea is fine with me. She has perfected the art of being present after years of connecting with moviegoers. Fact, Eckhart Tolle, in his book, The Power of Now, stresses that realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have. Oprah, in those fleeting seconds of meeting and interacting, wasn't just performing for the camera, she was embodying presence. She wasn't looking to perfect the moment, but instead allowing herself to truly live it. Just like Tolle suggests, when we let go of our need for perfection, we unlock the power of the present. There was just 1 minute left, so we kept talking, and she told me all sorts of stuff. There are 20 seconds left, and the discussion is still going. It takes all of 5 seconds for her to look into the camera after she starts speaking. This is an example of when something has her, when a force communicates through her. There, she discovered her strength. If any of you recall the anecdote from the webinar she gave a very long time ago, you might remember it. Her coming-of-age story is amazing. In her early 20s, she found work as a newsreader for a television station in southern Oklahoma. She had one and only dream in life: to become a famous TV host like Barbara Walters. It was Barbara Walters' degree of stardom that Oprah aspired to. As she read the news with a prompter, she once mispronounced Canada as Canada. In her shock, she blurted out, "Did I just say Canada?" As the scene unfolded, "Are you referring to Canada?" At that very moment, she realized something. A power that had been non-existent before had materialized. Her ego, which had been playing newsreader, collapsed as she realized her mistake. It was a great comfort to just be herself. Prior to that moment, she had never had a profound sense of inner strength that extended beyond her ego. This moment resonates deeply with Eckhart Tolle's insights in A New Earth, where he describes how the ego thrives on the need to be something more than what you are. Oprah's ego, as the perfect newsreader, crumbled, allowing her to connect with her true essence. Tolle writes, "The greater part of human misery is caused by our resistance to life as it is." Oprah's recognition that she had made a mistake, and then letting go of her need to perform, was an act of releasing resistance. She became fully present, which in turn allowed her to step into her true power. After that, she began to be herself and quit trying to be Barbara Walters. Instead of just being herself, she could have been much more effective by trying to imitate Barbara Walters' manner. Even if Barbara Walters isn't breaking any laws, Oprah is significantly more influential. Here, we see the powerful truth that Eckhart Tolle teaches. You don't need to be someone else to be whole. You are not the voice of the mind, Tolle writes. Oprah found that strength in simply being herself, free of comparisons or the burden of an idealized version of success. It's in embracing your authentic self that you tap into your true potential. And as Oprah discovered, once you shed the weight of perfection, you start showing up in ways that resonate with others in deep and impactful ways. Being self-aware is essential when performing. My speeches and articles about roles have been featured in several places. Acting out one's roles shapes one's thoughts and sense of self. Watch out for situations when you might be acting at all times. Demonstrate to me how you express yourself. Is there a difference in how you convey yourself to different individuals? Do you think you could handle a conversation with the Pope or the Dalai Lama? Who does the street sweeping? What would you tell him? To speak in a way that is different from how you normally would is to play a character. This idea brings us back to Eckhart Tolle's teachings on how the present moment is the only true reality. The moment you become aware of the present moment, you are no longer imprisoned by your thoughts. He explains in The Power of Now. Often, in our roles, whether it's a public figure, a professional, or a friend, we get so caught up in how we should act, or what we should act, or what we should say, that we forget to just be. Authenticity can only arise when we release the need to impress others or mold ourselves into a certain image. To find out, you have to be alert and pay attention to your intuition. Could you kindly just be genuine? Channeling your inner self, not your conditioned one, is the key to authenticity. No matter the cost, you must be authentic. Remain connected to that and come out of the blue. Interacting with other people makes you feel like you're floating on air. Allowing yourself some breathing space allows you to pick up on what other people are saying, which in turn helps you to articulate what you want to express. After that happens, everyone will know the Dalai Lama as well as the street sweeper. When that happens, you'll feel true freedom. Eckhart Tolle speaks to this when he says, "When you are present, you stop living in your mind. Your thoughts no longer run your life." It's in these moments of stillness, of simply being present with others, that we allow true connection to flourish. Whether you're speaking with a street sweeper or the Dalai Lama, it's the moment of pure presence that builds the bridge between people. This connection isn't rooted in perfection. It's grounded in simply being, owning up as you are. Living life to the fullest, free from the weight of past obligations and future expectations, is what it's really all about as we approach the end of our journey, not striving for perfection or trying to control every detail. Joy of life is in embracing the present moment with all its wonder and simplicity. The first step is to release the urge to prove yourself to other people. One way to put this shift into practice is to pay close attention in the next discussion you have. Focus solely on the other person and ignore your preconceived notions and prejudices. The impact on your relationships and perspective on life can be substantial from this apparently little deed. In his book, A New Earth, Tolle suggests that the ego wants to be special, but the essence of you is already special as it is. When we stop seeking external validation or perfection, we begin to tap into the essence of who we really are. We can live without the weight of expectations, realizing that each moment, no matter how ordinary, holds the potential for deep fulfillment. By allowing ourselves to be present, we begin to notice life in a new way. We become more engaged in our relationships, more attuned to our surroundings, and more connected to our own inner peace. The perfection we once chased fades into the background as we embrace the beauty of the imperfect, the messy, and the real. Just as Oprah's realization of her true self allowed her to shine, so too can we experience our own moments of liberation when we choose to be present, not perfect. In conclusion, the journey to living a fulfilling life isn't about striving for perfection or constantly seeking external validation. It's about embracing the present moment, just as Oprah learned to embrace her true self, free from the pressure of being someone else. By following Eckhart Tolle's teachings on presence, we can all let go of the burdens of past regrets and future expectations, and instead live fully in the now. When we stop acting out roles and simply be, we unlock a power that connects us to our deepest essence and to those around us. Remember, the real freedom comes when we allow ourselves to show up authentically in each and every moment. So, let go of the need to be perfect and focus on the beauty of being present. That's where the true magic happens. Let's keep growing together on this path of self-discovery. Subscribe to our channel for daily inspiration and grow as a person. Comment the word "now" and like the video to show your support. Also, consider sharing this video with someone who could use some encouragement to slow down and enjoy life more fully.